Harley Davidson Lowrider S First Ride Review. 110 cubic inches for power, black paint for cool, S for sporty. Harley Davidson doesn't ask for much, says US PR manager Jen Hoyer, only 1 lead in every market. To grow the sport of motorcycling in the US, in part by growing the number of core customers and growing US outreach at a faster rate. 3. Grow US retail sales and grow international retail sales at a faster rate. 4. Grow revenue and grow earnings at a faster rate through 2020. 5. Outperform the S&P 500. What you get is HDS 1801 cubic centimeters air-cooled, Screamin' Eagle twin-cam 110 engine, said to be good for 115 lb-ft of peak torque at 3,500 rpm, mated to a 6-speed cruise drive transmission. That engine's rubber-mounted in your basic dyna chassis, and suspended at the rear by a pair of premium ride emulsion rear shocks with enhanced compression and rebound damping control, sourced from Showa, and up front by a premium ride 49mm single cartridge front suspension. But leave it in a tall gear and let it roll, and the S is a happy, stable pussycat, even if it feels more like a big old 80s superbike with its heft, bias-ply tires, and the fact that you need to include ground clearance in every corner calculation. It's why they invented hanging off children. In spite of that, one kid on a new Ninja, which might be the perfect bike for downhill on the crest, waved us on by. I actually had to check the spec again, but 2.13 inches is the claimed rear wheel travel, given that the premium ride emulsion shocks do an amazing job ironing out the bumps, and no seating complaints from me. With a more pulled back handlebar, I could go places on this bike, as it also has the magic button, that's right, cruise control, right there on the left handlebar, standard equipment on the Lowrider S, along with ABS and HDS security system. I'd be going it alone, though, since there's no place for hangers-on on the LRS. At the end of the day, maybe you're just a Harley person or you aren't. Lately, as I mature, it's a little surprising how some people you'd never suspect become one. A good friend just traded in his KTM Super Duke 990 for a previously owned lowrider, as a matter of fact. He's not down to his last resort yet, but is increasingly, annoyingly patriotic in this election year. Deus Nagao, HDS Tokyo-born senior stylist on this project and a lover of all sorts of classic 60s objects of speed, worked on the Honda Fury, among many others, before jumping at the chance to come to work for Harley in Milwaukee. The man speaks of Harley in hushed, reverential tones, as if he were summoned to the Vatican by the pontiff. Love it or hate it, HD really is as authentic as motorcycles get. If the Lowrider S speaks to you and